am Kelsey Hudson, Teen Librarian at Middleton Public Library, and in this video we are going to be celebrating Pride Month by talking about some teen books that feature queer characters. The first set of books we're going to talk about are some graphic novel recommendations. The first book is The Magic Fish, and this is by Trung Nguyen, and this is a story of a young Vietnamese American boy who is dealing with coming to terms with the fact that he is gay and how to tell his parents, and he navigates this through fairy tales that are woven throughout the story. The next book is Kiss Number 8 by Collen Venable. This is a graphic novel about a girl who has kissed 7 boys and not really been very into it, but then kiss number 8 ends up being a girl, and that changes how she sees herself. The next book is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. It's a really adorable graphic novel about 2 British boys, one who knows that he is gay and one who realizes he's bi because he falls in love with the other boy. It's just a really cute story, and there's going to be a Netflix adaptation that they're filming right now. The last one is Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker. So this is a fantasy graphic novel, and the characters in this book, it's a witch and a non-binary werewolf, and they are fighting off an evil presence in their small town. It's just a hug of a book. It's very cozy. The next category we're going to talk about are fiction books. So we got lots to go through. The first book, Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzales, is about a bisexual girl who gives anonymous love advice to her classmates. She's hired by one of her classmates who is the known hot guy in her grade, and he wants her to help him get his ex back. But of course, things will be complicated. The next book is a fantasy book, Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. So this is a love story between 2 girls, one who is a witch who's been cursed to never love, and another girl who is kind of like a magic battery. The next book is She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quindlen. This one, if you can't tell from the cover, has kind of teen rom-com vibes. So it's about 2 girls who are nemesis in high school. One's a basketball player, one's a cheerleader. They get into a little car accident, and through a series of circumstances have to fake date to get back at one of their exes, and of course they fall in love. Next book is A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. This is an urban fantasy book that features 4 queer teen characters who are solving a murder mystery that takes place in a major fairy city. The next book is In Deeper Waters, and this is by F.T. Lukens. So this is a mix of The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee and kind of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. The story is about a prince and a rogue who fall in love on the high seas, and hijinks ensue. The next book is Let's Talk About Love, and this is by Claire Kann. And this is the story of a young bisexual and asexual woman, Alice, who has just been dumped. She's over love, but then she meets a cute boy, Takumi, who works at her local library, and the friendship between them kind of develops into something more. Next book is Yesterday is History by Kosoko Jackson. So this is a blend of kind of historical fiction and magical realism. The main character, Andre, gets a liver transplant that allows him to time travel back to the 60s, and he is torn between 2 different boys that he loves in different times, one in the modern day and then one back in the 60s. And the last book is May the Best Man Win by Ellor, and this is the story of a trans boy who is class president, captain of the cheer squad, and he has decided he is going to run from homecoming against his ex-boyfriend. They sabotage each other in the competition, and when homecoming is threatened and might be canceled, they have to work together and confront their lingering feelings for each other. I also have some nonfiction titles to share. So the first book is The New Queer Conscience by Adam Ely, and this is a real short, it's a pocket change collective novel, so real little, but it's all about the call for action for solidarity and kindness throughout the queer community for queer people to support one another. Next book is Ace by Angela Chen, and this is kind of an all-encompassing guide to everything about asexuality. Next book is A Quick and Easy Guide to They Them Pronouns, and this is by Archie Bongiovanni. And this is a fun little quick comic where two characters are talking to each other. One of them is non-binary, one uses he, him pronouns, and they are discussing kind of the common things that come up that might confuse people about using they, them pronouns. And this is both for people who want to use they, them pronouns and for anyone who is just curious about it. And the last book is the Trans Teen Survival Guide by Owl Fisher. This is a funny, practical advice on how to navigate life as a trans teen. You can find more book lists at our website, midlibrary.org. You can request all these titles on our online catalog, linkcat.info, and feel free to email me anytime. My email address is khudson@midlibrary.org.